In this particular chapter, we'll talk about the web security scanner that is available in GCP. Now, using your web security scanner, you can scan for vulnerabilities in your app engine, your Kubernetes, or even in your compute engine if you're running a web application. Now, what it does is it crawls through your application and sees if there are any vulnerabilities present. And if there is, then it'll show you the details of all the vulnerabilities present. So now some of the vulnerabilities it can find out includes these. So it includes if you have a Git repository in your public folder, then it can show you that, as well as if you have a clear text password, and then there are other vulnerabilities it can find as well. Now this is basically a subset of the OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities, so you can just go through this particular link and get all the top vulnerabilities that are present in web applications. Okay, so the next thing that we'll do is we'll go to our VM instances, we'll create a web application, we'll introduce a few vulnerabilities, and we'll check whether our security scan is able to detect those. So I have created an instance. Let's log into this instance. So I've logged into this instance, and let me show you the vulnerabilities that I have added. So what I have done is I've created a public folder, and within this public folder I have included a .git. So this is the first vulnerability that I've added, and the next thing that I've added is within my index.html I have added a very old version of jQuery. So let me show you that as well. So what I've added is a very old version of jQuery. So what it should detect are these following categories. So it should be able to detect this Git repository accessible, and the second thing that it should be able to detect is this outdated library, because I have added an outdated library in my index.html file. So let's see whether it's able to do that. So let's go back to our application, and what I need to do is I need to go to security scans, and I need to create a new scan, and let's close this. And this is the IP address of my application, my virtual machine. Now one thing to note is that you have to create a static IP for this to work. So if you're using a dynamic IP, then it does not work. So that is one thing that you must remember. So that's the only thing that I need to add, that is the public IP address, and this is again running on port 8080. So let me add port 8080 as well. So let me show that as well. So let's close this. So this is my base application, and you can see that it's running on port 8080. And let's run this particular scan and let's see what happens. So that's the only thing that I need to add. I'm not going to exclude any URLs. There is no authentication because it directly logs into my application, and that's about it. And this is just the name of my scan. So let's click on save and let's scan this particular application. But before doing that, let's run our application. So let's go back to our application and let's do a node index.js. And you can see that our application is up and running. So let's go back and let's click on run scan again. And let's wait for the scanner to access our application and get all the results. So let's pause this video and let's see what the result is in a few minutes. Okay, the scan has finished running, and you can see that it was able to detect those two vulnerabilities, that is the accessibility of the Git repo as well as the outdated library. So you can see that there were these jQuery libraries that are outdated. So that's it for this lecture. Now the code base with the vulnerabilities I'll give in the description below, so you can just check that out and you can try it on your own as well. So that's it for this one. I will see you in the next.